The 2.8 special program is finally here and it gave us a massive information about the upcoming patch and the two new limited characters. One might give us a taste of the win attribute meta and be one of the best ice DPS, and one of them is another additional to the Rapture family. Today we're gonna talk about the general kit and full value of our two new limited characters, Promeia and Starlight Billy. Their animation is literally pure aura, bro, but now we need to know if they can be one of the best in Zenless Zone Zero meta state. Without further ado, let's talk about the full value of Promeia and Starlight Billy. First up is Promeia, the executioner of Krampus and a S-rank anomaly agent, and the one who will start the win element meta. In combat, Promeia will release her kinky cuffs and put them on me. I mean, when she releases her cuffs, she will unleash her terrifying anomaly power during battle. After striking an enemy, Promeia's numerous attack can replenish predetermined amounts of corrosive chill. This is the resources that you need to accumulate, the same as Evelyn's resource bar. Promeia will also restore corrosive chill when other agents cause freeze, disorder, or vortex. And keep in mind the vortex part, mainly because she is probably gonna be partnered with a wind anomaly agent. We don't know. Maybe a support too. It will become a point of trial by cord once sufficient corrosive chill has accumulated. This resource tribal cord is also similar to Evelyn's resource ball that can make her do chain attack without using stun. But for Promeia, when she hits an enemy who has an attribute anomaly, some of her abilities will use up one trial by cold point and cause a bloom. When Promeia triggers a bloom and hits an enemy, she'll gain additional decibels. She's generally Evelyn but anomaly, which is honestly kinda have the same similar vibes too. I even think that both of them can fight together in game and sandwich me with their thick thighs until I suffocate and bust a lot until dry. Promeia will use her cape to continuously slice opponents during some of her skills. Promeia has the ability to slow walk while her cape is out, which is honestly just aura farming at this point. Promeia has too much aura that while she slow walk, she will automatically initiate perfect dodge when an enemy attacks. Imagine aura farming to the max that even the devs gave you the way to become invincible while aura farming. That is crazy. When she has enough energy, Promeia can use her EX special attack to attack enemies with her cape and throwing knives before entering the bound absolution state. Using this ability gives Promeia the absolute order effect. Promeia will swiftly dart behind the adversary if she is attacked while utilizing her EX special attack. Honestly, this point of her gameplay really reminds me of Rapture Agents. She has her own survivability aspect on her gameplay that you can find on Rapture class. It also gives a little hint of Nekomata's back attack, but of course there's no condition about the back attacks, but it's still a cool nod to it. After using Execution Shrouded in Shadow, if Promeia has an absolute order, press basic attack or special attack, Promeia will then swiftly launch several attacks before leaping at the enemy with a strong downward attack. Promeia will retract her cape and launch a downward attack if you press basic attack or special attack while in the bound absolution state with absolute order. Hold special attack to initiate more powerful finishing move, Execution Merciless Judgment, if she has enough trial by cold points after the downward attack. It seems like this is going to be her main combos throughout the combat, and honestly, I didn't expect this much complexity on a anomaly character. I might be coping, but based on what they have shown, she does have some variety in combat. Hopefully, it can transfer by experience when we get to try her, and by then, it will prove to us if she actually has some complexity in combat. Now, let's talk about the additional ability. Promeia's EX special attack Ice Anomaly build-up rate will rise, and her EX special attack will apply the debuff Presumption of Kill. When anomaly or support agent is present in your squad, the entire squad deals more bloom damage against the target as a result. In combat, it seems like her combo is going to rely a lot on her EX special attack and dealing burst anomaly damage. You're going to maintain and accumulate all your resources, corrosive chill first, and consume trial by cold throughout the battle. Based on the footage they provided, she also works well with Vivian because she can trigger a bloom that will give Promeia a lot more trial by cold resource as a result. This is basically Vivian upscale in my opinion, and even Nagong since she also triggers a bloom. I don't know about Miyabi being on the team slot since Freeze can also give corrosive chill for Promeia, but we'll see if we try her out. In summary, she's definitely a strong character that even gives complexity that you don't really see much on any other anomaly characters that we have in game. This could change since we people outside the beta service don't know how she feels in game, but she is looking like an insane character that might even have a win agent on her team slot because of her vortex mechanic aspect that can also accumulate corrosive chill. My biggest guess is that next patch in 3.0 we will have a new wind agent, and it's probably gonna be anomaly, maybe same as Vivian, maybe like Vivian or Bernice that works like a sub DPS. Velina maybe, since she does have some fan item on her when we saw her. I don't know, we'll see the drip marketing in the next few weeks. Let's stop talking about Promeia because I'm going to give my pudding opinion at the end on the video on who's the must pull of 2.8. Now let's talk about our boy Starlight Billy, a strong physical rupture agent and giving us the Henshin experience. Billy now has a greater variety of attack thanks to his all new upgrades, and he can even call forth his motorcycle to aid him in battle. All physical damage dealt by Starlight Billy's attack is sheer damage, and some of his abilities can replenish his HP. Additionally, Starlight Billy increases his sheer force based on his maximum HP, just like a normal rupture does. This is the best thing the Zenless Zone Zero devs made, because what I actually love about this bike animation is that it actually used different ways to damage an enemy. I used to be excited about bike animation on other gacha, but they disappoint me because their way to attack is just running the enemies over, and it's boring that way. So when I saw Seely's animation, my jaw dropped because this is the bike animation that I've been waiting for. Also, a big reference to Kamen Rider baby. If Billy's HP is above certain threshold, use special attack and Seely will summon his motorcycle and ram enemies. If attacked during this special attack, Seely will automatically block and counter attack with an uppercut on his motorcycle. Basically the same mechanic that Yidhari and Yishuan have, giving Seely a little bit more survivability aspect on his kit. With enough energy, press EX special attack again and Seely will launch a combo attack using his arm cannon and motorcycle. With enough decibel, pressing ultimate activates Starlight Billy's signature move, powerful kick that greatly reminds us of the most iconic kick in all media. Thank you, Kamen Rider. When there's a agent of specific specialties in the squad, some of Starlight Billy's skill will give him damage buff, making him a very selfish character, same as any other Rapture agent like Yishuan, Banyo, and Yidhari. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Seely is just a normal Rapture agent and could closely have the same similarities with Yishuan but with HP draining mechanic. He sounds harsh, but his genre doesn't have much new things about him other than cool animation and cool attack patterns, and this is generally gives me a clear-cut decision for my account of not pulling him at all, since what I'm looking for is a new way to play Rapture. I'm not saying he's bad, by the way, I'm just saying his mechanics are normal, but we still don't know his multipliers. That could be the game changing about him compared to other Rapture agents. It would be crazy if Zenless Zone Zero does make him stronger or at least the same level as Yishuan. Maybe I'm coping, but also based on the boss we have in the roster, physical Rapture is also a good investment if you don't have any other physical characters that can shred Miasme in Oblivion. Seely at the moment looks like a luxury Rapture agent. Nothing new, but there's no need to fix it when it's already good, right? That is all the information we got in 2.8 special program for Promeia and Starlight Billy. This lineup is actually very complicated and will determine based on the condition of your account and priority in the future. If you're going for a Promeia, it should be either you not having Miyabi or not having an anomaly DPS that can work with ice weakness bosses. Or you could be one of the people who wants to know where Promeia's future is going to take her, especially her being connected to win attribute, meaning you want to invest on her so that she might have a support or another team stack that can enable her kit. That's the only way I can think of if you want to pull for Promeia. For Starlight Billy, usually you would want to invest on your Rapture roster or you probably starting your Rapture journey. Seely might be the best pick for you since the way he plays is very simple and probably going to take a considerable amount to learn to optimize his rotation. One possibility also is that you want to have a physical character since you skip Yeshun Guang. Both Promeia and Seely are very situational, and in my opinion, the best way to know who to pull is to choose who you like. Both of them are a great choice. Still not the best time to say someone is a must pull, but based on their surface kit only, it will generally be a 50-50 decision. For me and my account, I'm going after Promeia because I wanna invest in Anomaly being upgraded because of win attribute that is coming in season 3 by the way. Anomaly is highly connected to element attributes, so it makes sense for me to invest now in Promeia and see what the future holds. I also want her to tie me up and spank me until my ass turns red. Overall, both are good choice, but at the moment, not a must pull. It's hard to say since we still don't have the data, and it's usually like this when we're talking about DPS in Zenless Zone Zero. It will depend on stats and multiplier to see who is more worth to pull. Promeia supremacy though. Come on, pull her already. So what do you guys think? Are you gonna pull for Promeia or Starlight Billy? You decide. Like I said at the start of this video, I really got my eyes on Promeia mainly because she's mommy and also how perfect they are in my account that is very anomaly biased. I'm so excited to 2.8 bro, and I hope this patch is going to be a gentle send off to season 2. Like, comment, subscribe, comment down below what you think, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.